Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark Tobry and today we are going to be talking about pseudo health foods. Today's pseudo health food is Maple Crunch. At Enterprise, we actually love Maple Crunch and we eat it and recommend it to our clients quite regularly, but not for breakfast and not for reasons that you're probably thinking when you're shopping in the supermarket aisle. Well, most of us at Enterprise don't eat it for breakfast, especially those who want to be lean. All right, this guy is lean, but the thing that we've got to really understand is that he does 45,000 hours of cardio every day. All right, maybe not that much. And he's 20 years old. Stop interrupting me, folks. This guy plays soccer 4 days a week at a very, very competitive level, semi-professional. He's not quite good enough to be professional, but we'll keep that on camera between you and I. Semi-professional, which means he's doing a lot of cardio every single day. So yeah, he might get away with this here and there, but if you're really wanting to get lean and have a diet that's going to be supporting of fat loss, this isn't the food. We will use this with competitors for a carb up. So say for example, one of our trainers, Liam or Reese or Janet, any one of our trainers at Enterprise, when we've got a competitor in that single digit body fat percentage, we will look to our sugary breakfast cereals to give them that kick and to help them carb up. Now, for the general person out there looking to get in shape, this is going to wreak havoc on your blood sugar. Reason being, if we just look at 100 grams of Maple Crunch, I mean, this is, what do we got here? We've got a 300 gram box. So you might say, well, I'm not going to eat 100 grams at a serving, maybe it's 75. Well, let's just use 100 grams because, I mean, their recommended is 45 grams, which I think most people would eat more than that. You're looking at 35 grams of sugar in 45 grams. In 100 grams, you're looking at 78 grams of, sorry, not sugar, 78 grams of carbohydrate and 15.7 of which coming from sugar. So I suppose the key thing to understand there when you talk about blood glucose dysregulation is to understand, and I'm going to use simple terms, is that in your bloodstream, you've got around a teaspoon, or really less than a teaspoon of circulating glucose around your system at any one time. So what does that mean? I mean, a healthy range is going to be anywhere between, let's say, 3.8 to 4.8 in terms of your healthy blood glucose. And obviously they're Australian units, not sure about the internationals who are watching this. So that means that we round it up, just say 5 grams. Anything over that is going to need to be used. So if you're, introduce some terms here, if you're insulin resistant, it's going to wreak havoc on your bloodstream because it's not going to get inside the muscle. Because let's face it, when most of us wake up, we're not waking up from a bout of exercise, right? We're waking up and we don't go for a run, we're not training. We're waking up and our bodies are well rested, they're well fed. We're not in a state of depletion. Our muscle glycogen isn't depleted and it doesn't need to be refueled. So therefore, having a carbohydrate breakfast every single morning, if we're not training at high levels, it can be very counterproductive. But the other thing to consider, if you do have a lot of unwanted body fat, you're really going to need to, I suppose, start with a more aggressive approach. And what I mean by aggressive approach, you're going to need to minimize carbs. You want to, it's transformation period. You want to get yourself as insulin sensitive as possible. Now, what does that mean? Insulin sensitive basically means, in layman's terms, the ability to uptake muscle inside of, uptake glucose inside of the muscle. Rather than uptaking the glucose or glucose converting and adding into the fat cells. So very, very important for the general person to be able to do that. That's the wrap on Maple Crunch. The reality is you always need to consider both context and content in delivering any advice. So while this is a video, it is impossible to understand everyone's context of where they're at in their health and fitness. But a good example, like we used at the start of this video, if you're a semi-professional athlete or professional athlete like our friend master trainer James Kelly, and he's eating this for breakfast, you're going to get away with it because you're training hard, you're doing 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of cardio a day. But for the average punter, the average person watching this, wanting to lose their 10, 20, 30 odd kilos, this, my friends, will not be your friends. It wreaks havoc on the bloodstream, on the blood glucose rather, and it's just gonna set you behind the 8 ball. You really want to get that insulin sensitive state rather than being insulin resistant. And you can measure that very objectively through blood glucose monitoring. Go to your GP, ask for a fasted insulin test or a fasted blood glucose test, see what you're at. You want to be in those healthy norms. And I suppose not even just healthy norms, you want to be in the optimal norms so your body can utilize the glucose that's coming into muscle instead of it going to the fat cell. So folks, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope there's been some takeaways. Let me know on Facebook. Our page is Enterprise Fitness Melbourne, and you can also check me out on my Mark Atobry page, which is my own page that you can enjoy my rants there. Till next time, folks, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. We have weekly videos, weekly rants, how-to exercises, and everything in between, including a great show called The Wolf's Den, where I look at the world performers in the world of health and fitness and interview them for 1 to 2 hours, and they really give us the best of the best knowledge. So definitely check that out. That's on this page, on this channel, on YouTube. We've got Tony Doherty and Andrew Locke, Sebastian Oreb, and Dwayne Alley are still to come, and there's some other big names that I'll be interviewing very, very soon. So definitely you want to subscribe to that. Get on our email list. Visit melbourne@personaltrainers.com and leave your details. You get our weekly enterprise level up, which is loaded with great tips each and every single week. And again, on our YouTube, we do give new videos each and every single week. So check us out on Insta, like us on Facebook, and stay tuned for more. Till next time, train hard, supplement smart, and eat well.